Hey, how's it going out there, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Cash, and this is Trucker News, or as the cool kids like to say, hashtag Trucker News. Yes, sir. Let's see what we're talking about today. What is Trucker News? Well, I'm going to read some news stories to you as an illiterate trucker. It's going to be a real struggle, but I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to fight through it every damn syllable that I can't pronounce. So let's talk about it. These are mostly trucking stories, but hey, you ain't got to be a trucker to enjoy this. Send this out to all your friends. Share this on all your social medias and whatnot. Smash the like button, all that stuff. Woo, now that commercial's over with. Let's get on with the show. First story of the day, US 95 to be closed all damn day for a lithium battery fire. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A Tennessee sheriff seeks semi-tire slasher who did $31,000 in damage. Ouch. Yeah. A tractor trailer with two flat tires runs over a police officer. Hey vey. Hoy vey. Truck driver fired for raising concerns about fatigue driving to be reinstated and paid $184,000. Yes, sir. Can't fire people like that. One dead after a Michigan motor carrier officer was struck by a car during a stop. That sucks. More than 300 traffic stops conducted during a 24-hour blitz in Indiana. We'll talk about the results of that and the opinion piece of the day. Indiana troopers seize 123 kilos of cocaine at a semi from a semi at an I-94 way station. Let's get to it. Hashtag trucker news. Here we go. US 95 will be closed all day for a lithium battery. Now, this did happen back on, let's see, we'll get to the date here. This is not today. This is previously recorded video, but I just want to talk about this because I got opinions on this. US Highway 95 is expected to be closed all day Tuesday after a wreck between two semi-trucks sparked a fire involving a load of lithium batteries. The accident happened earlier on September 17th near Indian Springs, Nevada, near mile marker 13 on Highway 95. According to the news, a tractor hauling wood and a semi-truck hauling lithium batteries collided in Nye County, sparking a fire. The collision and subsequent fire forced officials to shut down the highway from Indian Springs to State Route 160. The road is expected to remain closed throughout the day. Drivers looking to travel through the north can use State Route 160. Both drivers sustained only minor injuries, reported the news. Yeah, so my opinion on this is we're going to have all these lithium batteries on the road. How are they going to put these fires out? Because I read a different news article about this, and they said it took 50,000 gallons of water to put this lithium fire out. Ugh, that's a lot of water. You think about that, 50,000 gallons to put out a fire. So that could be rough in the future. Just saying. Tennessee sheriff is seeking a semi-tire slasher who did $31,000 in damage at an I-40 truck stop. Yeah, here's a picture of this fella right here. If you know this guy, let me know, and I'll ride out there with you, and I'll punch him in the face because what a jerk. Henderson County Sheriff's Department out of Tennessee is seeking a suspect wanted for several acts of vandalism at a truck stop in Cedar Grove last week. According to the Henderson County Sheriff's Department, the incident took place around midnight of September 11th at the 101 Travel Plaza located at exit 101 off of I-40 in Cedar Grove, Tennessee. Police say the suspect committed seven acts of vandalism at the truck stop, resulting in approximately $31,000 in damages. Whew, boys. Yeah, it looks like this guy went around slashing some tires. So, we'll see. We'll see. If we can get this guy caught, let me know. I'd gladly go punch him in the eye. Tractor trailer with two flat tires rolls over a police officer. Man, it's a crazy story right here. Police officer was hit by a tractor trailer near the George Washington Bridge on Monday. The incident happened on September 16th at about 3:45 near the bridge and Port Authority in New Jersey. According to the New Jersey News 12, the Port Authority police officer stopped the tractor trailer after noticing the rig had 2 flat tires. When the officer returned to his patrol car after confronting the truck driver, the semi-truck rolled forward and struck the police officer and his car. The officer was taken to a nearby hospital. The extent of his injuries is not clear. Investigating Port Authority police say that the truck driver failed to engage the brakes, which caused the truck to roll and hit the officer. No further information has been released. What a great steward of being a trucker. You know, you don't set your brakes, you hit a cop, you're riding around with flat tires. Oh, man, we got to get this junk off the road. I'm just saying, we gotta work to get this junk off the road. And my suggestion is people who blow way stations, go catch them and pull them over, because that's the people you're looking for. I'm just saying, that's the people we need out of the industry, is the people that run the way stations. But anyway, that's a whole nother rant for a different day. Truck drivers fired for raising concern about fatigued driving to being reinstated and paid $184,000. A construction company has been ordered to reinstate and compensate a truck driver who was fired after raising concerns about fatigued driving, according to federal authorities. A truck driver working for WL Construction and Paving Inc. was illegally fired in September 2023, according to September 16th announcement from the Occupational Safe and Health Administration, OSHA. Why don't we just say OSHA? I hate when they say OSHA and then they have to explain the name. It's OSHA. Everybody knows OSHA. OSHA ordered the company to reinstate the truck driver and pay them $58,000 in backed wages and interest of $115,000. Oh, excuse me. $58,000 in backed wages and interest, $115,000 in compensatory damages, $10,000 in punitive damages, and attorney fees. Wow. Officials say in July 2023, the truck driver notified WL Construction Paving that their assigned work would exceed federal safety requirements for sufficient rest breaks and limits on how many hours commercial vehicles are on duty. The company ignored the driver's concerns and for 2 months continued to assign loads and routes that the driver refused, fearful of illegal or fatigued behind the wheel driving, OSHA said. After 10 attendance infractions, the truck driver was terminated. Woo! OSHA investigators determined that 3 of the 10 attendance fractures were protected under the Surface Transportation Assistance Act, which makes it illegal to fire or discipline a worker who refuses to operate a vehicle in violation of commercial vehicle safety regulations. Well, good on this old boy. He got his money, and if that was him, I'd just move on. I wouldn't stay at a company that does that, number one. I wouldn't work for a company that I had to sue. You know what I mean? Like, that's Taylor Swift bad blood right there. I'm just saying. Hey, don't do it. Don't do it. Be better off just move on with your life and go live happily ever after with your money somewhere else. It's a pretty good lick though, $184,000. Hey, might start my own paving company with that kind of money. I'm just saying. One is dead after a Michigan motor carrier officer was struck by a car during illiteracy. It's got its cold hands all over me. One dead after Michigan motor carrier officer struck by car during semi-truck traffic stop. Maybe that wasn't on me. That's a weirdly worded title. I blame whoever wrote that title. Pretty bad picture here. I'll throw a picture up here. You can see motor carrier officer had someone pulled over in a semi-truck, and a car slammed into the back of the officer's car and pinched them in between the truck and the car. Michigan State Police officer was injured and another driver was killed during a crash that occurred during a roadside traffic stop. Here we go. I don't believe in roadside traffic stops. You have things called scale houses. You have things called way stations, rest areas, all of those. Dangerous to be pulling people over on the side of the road. I was pulled over on the side of the road in Michigan one time, and it actually caused an accident because it backed traffic up. And you know what it was all about? The officer wanted to measure my kingpin to my center of front axle, or whatever the Michigan law is. That's why he stopped me. He wanted to measure that because he thought my tandems were too far forward. You pulled me over on a busy street and blocked a lane so you could check for some minor infraction, and it actually caused a huge traffic backup, and another accident happened behind it. And he said, well, I'm going to just let you go today because I got to go back here and work this other wreck. And I'm like, yeah, not a good idea to pull me over in the middle of the road. Like, I was fearful for my safety. He's like, well, I need you to hold the tape measure while I measure it. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm not here to help you. Like, if you want to measure it, you measure it. But when he gave me the tape measure, I took about 3 steps back as he was walking backwards. And he just kept looking at it. He was like, really? That's 47 foot or whatever it was. And I was like, that's what it says. You know what I mean? Don't ask me to help you get me a ticket. You know what I mean? I'm going to do what I got to do, buddy. I'm not the officer. You are. So I'm not a big fan of these Michigan roadside inspections. Ohio likes to do that too, pull you over on a ramp or whatever. It's dangerous. It's just dangerous. I think it's better if they want to pull you over, follow you somewhere, and find a safe place to do it. So, but the fact of the matter is, maybe if this happens enough, they'll realize maybe we shouldn't be pulling people over on the shoulder to do inspections. But anyway, a Michigan State officer was injured and another driver was killed during a crash that occurred during a roadside traffic stop on a commercial vehicle Friday morning. According to the Michigan State Police, the crash occurred around 8:40 Friday, September 17th on I-75 near Dix in Lincoln Park. The motor carrier officer was out on a traffic stop when the vehicle was struck by another vehicle. Okay, so I guess the officer didn't die. The person who slammed in the back of their patrol car died. I hate that all this has to happen, but at the end of the day, and honestly, if you slam into the back of a patrol car, what a dummy you are. You know what I mean? Flashing lights and everything, and you slam into the back of that, sitting on the side of the road. So their responsibility lies on that person, and they paid for their actions with their life. But this pulling people over on the side of the road, I'm against it. I'm against it. More than 300 traffic stops conducted during 24-hour blitz in the great state of Indiana. Indiana State Police say they performed hundreds of traffic stops during a recent safety blitz. Traffic enforcement blitz took place on August 30th. Troopers with the Indiana State Patrol, Loyal Post, and troopers assigned to the Commercial Vehicle Enforcement Division conducted a 24-hour detail focusing on traffic violations and criminal activity on I-80 and 94 and I-65. Below are the results. They did 327 traffic stops, 237 citations were issued, 147 of those being moving violations. They issued 231 warnings. They stopped 78 semi-trucks, wrote 58 citations for semi-trucks, issued 68 warnings, and 14 out of services for the semi-trucks. So there you go. Mind your P's and Q's up there in Indiana, boy, they're cracking down. Speaking of Indiana, Indiana troopers seize 123 kilos of cocaine from a semi-truck at an I-94 weigh station. That's a big old hunk of cocaine right there. I'm just going to put it out there and tell you. This week, Indiana State Police seized a large amount of cocaine from a semi-truck at a weigh station in Porter County. I don't know, 123 kilos, would you call that a large amount? I call it a weekend. Just kidding. Just kidding. At 9:30 a.m. on September 16th, Indiana State Patrol Commercial Vehicle Enforcement Division stopped a semi-truck on I-94 eastbound Scales for a motor carrier violation. As the truck was stopped, the K-9 did a free air sniff and alerted to the semi-truck. Whoa. A physical search of the trailer uncovered 123.9 kilos of white powder that later tested positive for cocaine. Oh, man, they can't even get that pink cocaine. Damn, they just got that regular old white cocaine. Oof. Canadian truck driver Nazibi Christie, 49, was arrested and booked into the Porter County Jail. Christie is facing charges of dealing cocaine, level 2 felony, possession of cocaine, level 3 felony. and he gonna be gone for a long, long time. So if you know that feller, you ain't gonna see him for a while. And that's it, folks. That's trucker news. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. You know what to do. Take care of each other out there. Remember, people are more important than trucking. Hi, I want to talk to you real quick about the ES Advantage card. Do you need discounts at major truck stop chains? They got them. Do you need discount on shop rates at TA and Love's? They got them. Tire discounts. They even got health insurance now. Click the link down below. Easy application, no credit check. Sign up. They give you a call back. They'll take all your information and you'll be in the network.
Whoa, we got some pissed off Subaru driver here. Let's hear what she's got to say. Why aren't you following Cash is King on Facebook yet? You're wasting your life. What are you doing? Whew. Man, that was scary. I'm going to follow now.